Today we're going to be answering that burning question, why did it all happen? So if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in tarot format, you've come to the right place because that's all we do. And we post 12, 13, sometimes 14 times a week. So the next time you're at the like button's house, please cover all their toilets with saran wrap. All right, let's get into today's readings. Air signs, it's your turn to see why is this happening. So let's go ahead and get started with Gemini first. All right, Gemini, why did this all happen? And this is going to be a regular segment here on the channel we got some flippers on like the third Sunday or at least one of the Sundays. It just depends on what kind of thing is going on. Ooh, Gemini, we have the Emperor coming out. Could be dealing with an Aries. We'll see. We need some more cards. So why did this all happen? That's a heck of an Aries Emperor card, isn't it? Woo! I like this deck. I haven't used it. I've had it for a long time. Oh, now we have Capricorn energy. We have the World. And we have, guess what? Aries. 3 of Wands. Your cardinal energy going to be the 2, 3, and the 4 of Wands. All right, let's keep going. You invited this person in. Now, if we were in a horror film, you're screwed. You let in that energy. Because this deck, it's called the Haunted House Tarot. It goes through this story here, and it looks like you came down, you're waiting for this person, and you just let them right in. Gemini. Oh, look, I said Gemini, and look, there's twins here. This is the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, this is not spooky at all. Not spooky at all. No. 9 of Pentacles. Virgo energy. And, well, that 2 of Pentacles, that's the Capricorn. Yes. Am I crazy? No. Why? Why is my brain just fizzling on me? Ace of Swords. Be careful with them swords. They sharp. They sharp. All right. So we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Are we getting all the cards in there? Oh, the Chariot. Look at that. Little chauffeur. And we have the 6 of Cups. Now, the first set of readings I did, water signs, I didn't need any clarifiers at all. Not one. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So I feel like with that World card, I feel like you let this person in. All right, let's see what's crossing. Oh, 10 of Cups. Now we have the 2 of Pentacles again on the World card, and now we have the Ace of Cups here. Oh my gosh, what kind of story is this trying to tell me here? Why it all happened? I think you saw this person as your happiness. I think you were expecting a new beginning with this person, love even. I think this could be talking about a honeymoon period with that 10 of Cups there. But what happened? What happened? Because now I feel like that we have the single energy here. Look at all these 2s. We have the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands here. Were you just waiting and waiting and waiting in vain? Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Fate, destiny, cycles. With that Wheel of Fortune, we have the 5 of Swords on the Ace of Swords. Huh. Oh, I just got goosebumps all over. All right, 4 of Swords on the Queen of Pentacles. Justice on the Chariot, and now the Two of Swords. So many twos here. How many twos do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. Let's grab our... I don't really need to shuffle these. I'm trying to look for my twos. I need my twos. I know this means something here with all those twos. Here, let me see. Is it on this end? It's a good... Because sometimes I know I've looked that 2 up before. There's 2, 2, 2, and it's probably very close. Nope, wrong. We want all the 4 twos. It's going to be on one end. You know what I'm saying? Or it's probably just going to be right in the middle. There it is. Okay. Found it. All right. So we're going to look at that because that feels like it's important to me. All right. Thanks for hanging in there. All right. Feminine forces, relationships, balance. Definitely. You have the 2 of Pentacles twice here, referencing balance. Prosperity, efficiency, patience, and humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit, and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge. Listen. And this Justice card, it's not about judging. I feel like with this, why it all happened, it feels like you're waiting on love. Maybe here, expectation and waiting is what I'm getting. And I almost feel like you were open, okay? I'm feeling open with this particular World card because the World is the last card of the tarot, but it's also like a portal. It's like a doorway, right? It's like you're wearing your heart on your sleeve here, Gemini. You're ready to give your love to someone. The door is open. Your door is open, okay? For the right person. Yeah, and I think this is the thing. This is not like the other readings I've had. This is why it's all happening. This is probably why you're still single. I don't know why I was trying to say signal. Single. That's the word I'm looking for. Because you're waiting for the right person. Because you know that's where you'll be the happiest if you don't settle. And so keeping yourself in balance while you're waiting. Open door. I don't think you have an open door policy. I think you are open to the right person. And I think you want the right person. I think you're focused on keeping yourself in balance, not letting yourself really be upset that you're single, is what I'm getting. There's a lot of patience here. You want to share your life with someone, but not just anyone. That's what I'm feeling here. And so you made a decision. It's interesting, we have the Emperor here as well in this 2 of Wands. This is the young Emperor at the top of the tower making a decision very early in life of which way you wanted to go. I feel like you made a decision very early on with that 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here to focus on yourself and allow the right relationship to come in at the right time. That's why this is all happening. So if you're single, that's what it's saying. I feel like it's saying here the reason why this is all happening is because you have a very good and healthy sense of self is what I'm feeling here. Because that's what I'm seeing with this Virgo 9 of Pentacles energy. It's pre-Empress energy. It's self-sufficiency, little luxuries. You can treat yourself. You don't need anyone else. You're happy on your own. This feels like a career-oriented person that you are, right? And the Wheel of Fortune, I think, is spinning in your direction. And you've been very focused on your pentacles here. But I think maybe now you're coming to a time where I think you're ready. It feels like you're ready. That's what I'm feeling here. This is a very different reading, Gemini, from the other readings I've done today. So I want to be careful with that image there. It's not showing anything bad, but you know, it's the ace, it's knowledge. It's the ace of swords crossed by the 5 of swords. And I think you've been very careful to not take any risks on the wrong people here, is what I'm seeing. Very careful. But all life is a risk. And I think you're contemplating possibly reaching out to someone. This feels like it's really about you, Gemini. And trying to figure out how to keep your integrity for some reason. I'm feeling that, like, you know the truth about yourself and what you want. That you haven't lowered your standards is what I'm getting. You have very high standards. And that's probably why you've been single for so long. And nothing wrong with that. But you're coming to a place now where you have more time, you have more leisure, you have, with this 4 of Swords crossing the Queen of Pentacles, you've done the work, you've created something very stable for yourself. You're very abundant, very fertile, and I think you're wanting to share with someone else. Just like this, you can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. I think now that you've completed, especially with that world energy here, you've completed some kind of big thing for yourself, some major accomplishment. And now it seems like you can rest. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Now you can actually pursue these other things that might be missing in your life, is what I'm feeling here, Gemini. I think you've been very focused on your work. And that was something you chose to do when you were very young. And that's what I'm seeing, some type of, this could be retirement, or it could be taking a break or a vacation. And the universe is coming up. This justice, this balance. Again, you got a lot of balance here. That this is probably where you're going to meet this person. On this vacation, which kind of would mean that you would have distance between you two. Or maybe you're meeting someone and you're going on a vacation together. There's something here with travel, with this Chariot energy, or it could just be that you're focused on conquering this next aspect of your life, which could be finally having the relationship that you've really dreamed about. And the universe here with this Justice card is you reap what you sow. And you've put all this work into yourself over the years. You haven't settled. And so now I feel like the universe is just like, they might be delivering this person to you like on a silver platter. You know what I mean? The right one. Because if you're attracting this Emperor energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, obviously if you're, you know, depending on which way you go, that could be a feminine, like Empress energy. That means that you've hit that pinnacle. That's what you're attracting. This is the one you've been waiting for. I think the universe is saying here, get ready. Get your passport ready. That's what it feels like. Something's coming in for you because it's divine timing here. We have the 6 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. It's just saying trust your intuition here. You've got some type of gift coming in with this 6 of Cups. It's universal energy. This is the gift you've been wanting and waiting for. And you don't see it coming with that 2 of Swords. You don't see it coming. It's like right out of the blue. This is what you've been wanting. This is why this is all happening the way it is because it's divine timing. You were focused on other things, focused on work, focused on education, or just building yourself up. And now I feel like you've done that and you're done. And that's why this person is coming in. Wow. For some of you, that's not what I expected. This is a good reading. You know, why it all happened usually is it's a little different, but that's the message for Gemini. And like I said, I'm going to start doing these once a month for on Sundays, because I know we're going to get different responses every time. And yeah, so if it didn't resonate this time, maybe the next one will. So do subscribe so you won't miss the next one. All right, let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra, why is this all happening for Libra? Because usually it's some type of learning experience. That's how I like to see it. It's some kind of learning thing. All right, let's see. We have the Knight of Cups. It's Pisces. King of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. All right, let's get 2 more rows. This is very much like the Shining. Great. Great story. So weird. I like the Simpsons version. Don't be coming around during, what was it, 4 or 5? That's Willie's time. Yeah, that's funny. All right. Oh, King of Wands. I have to look at these very close because the wands and the swords kind of almost looked kind of similar here. All right, 3 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my. So we have 2 kings here. Let's see what else is going on. King of Wands is Leo energy. Very playful, passionate. Sometimes can be a player. Now we have the 2 of Cups. We have some soulmate energy here. Might still be karmic. We'll see. Got the Hanged Man. And we've got the Magician. All right, definitely going to need some clarifiers on this one. Ooh, okay. Just go with it. I'm weird. Always been weird. Y'all don't even know that how weird I am. Okay, so we've got 2 kings. We've got this Hangman and Magician. All right, let's see what's crossing it. Oh, I was thinking, hope there's not a devil energy comes up, because then that would be a dark wizard or some kind of crap. We've got the devil. All right, so we got that. Okay. Oh, Justice. So this person. Woo. Oh, Magician again. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, go get your salt. Go salt your doors and your windows. Get some Palo Santo. Get some holy water. I'm gonna have to exercise this demon. All right, I'm being retarded. Nope, yep, 3 of Swords. 10 of Cups. You like to suffer. 9 of Wands. All right, yep, jeez. Woo, all right. Man, if we get the 7 of Swords, we're really gonna have some problems here. All right, Queen of Swords. Hey, that's good to see. We got the 8 of Wands. And we got the Sun card. Oh, thank goodness. More Leo energy, but at least some clarity. It's like we have this crazy, weird devil. I'm seeing angel wings, too. So they could have masqueraded as like some type of angelic or holier than thou kind of energy. But you got clarity here. It's like having like it's locked down at a spooky haunted castle, and you're waiting to see if you can survive for the morning. All right. Caught some air in my throat. Thought I was going to gag. All right. And I don't have any water. This person probably love bombed you. I mean, look at this Knight of Cups. They're the savior, right? They're here to rush in and save you. No. Or This could have been, Libra, I hate to say this, but this could have been you wanting to save them. You know, I can save you. I can fix you, can fix it. No, 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 no. Cannot fix the devil. Devil doesn't want to be fixed. No, no, no. So we have some type of component going on like that. Either they were masquerading as something they weren't, you know, really putting themselves up on a pinnacle. I'm getting narcissist energy here, right? Yeah, how could you live without them? Or maybe you saw someone who needed fixing. Did you want to fix them? You can't do that. No, no, no. All right. So we have two kings here. Kings are authority, power, stability, usually. This feels like someone who probably focused on their work. Taurus is like a businessman energy, but really just focused on, this kind of feels like someone who's greedy, who would rather take than give. And this is saying that karma will catch up to them and, you know, how they are. Karma will catch up to them. There's nothing you need to do. You don't need to try to exact any revenge or anything like that. You know, things will catch up to them in their own due time. You know, I feel like this person was pretty greedy is what I'm feeling with this energy here, especially with that devil. I don't like it. I feel like this person, I think they caused you a lot of pain here. Did you manifest this connection? Okay, so here's the deal. You can manifest the wrong person. Oh, you can. You don't want to. You think you're trying to manifest the right person, but no, 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 no. So we have the Two of Pentacles here. This is, it's balanced, but how I'm picking it up, if you think about someone who's juggling, right? They've got, you know, multiple balls in the air. What were you focused on at this time? You're manifesting all the time. That's creepy. But it's whatever you're really, truly resonating in with, like, what frequency were you putting out at this time? This person matched you. They matched your frequency like a mirror. It's kind of weird because if you were wanting to save someone, that's exactly what attracted them to you, because that's the exact kind of energy that they can manipulate so easy, like putty in their hands. And then they could manipulate you. They showed you what you wanted to see here. This person was a player. Left tons of broken hearts. You know, you're not the only one. That's the thing. They'll just keep doing what they do over and over and over. It's really for the people that have been heartbroken to learn the lesson. If you don't learn the lesson, it'll just keep coming back, a different person, different face, same energy, same MO. You know what I'm saying? Because this is heartbreak. It's sad. It sucks. But they're a heartbreaker. That's just what they do. And so this is why it happened. It's just like you were there and you allowed it in. You know, you open the door. I think this person was very creative. I think they could have been really fun to be around, you know, with that Leo energy. Come on, Leos are fun. They are fun. Until they're not. Until someone's, you know, you're not the apple of their eye anymore. You're either in or you're out. You're hot and cold and all that Katy Perry stuff. So this person, I feel like with this Three of Pentacles, was very creative. Very creative. I think when things were good with them, it was like over the moon good. But when things were bad, they were... This person could have been bipolar. Yep. That's why. Ooh. Knight of Cups, Devil. Happy, angry. Bip bop, bip bop, bip bop. Back and forth. Crazy making. Crazy making. They could have been looking at you, strategizing just how to take whatever you had. You know, if you had any type of inheritance, anything, they have been maybe trying to get it, getting their name on the will, or having you write things over, or they just saw you as, you know, money. Something they needed to conquer. I don't like to say anything bad about the Nine of Wands, but that we got this devil energy here, and that's just what's going on, right? They left you a wounded warrior too. Just trying to protect what you have left. Whatever they left you. Maybe you've got some advice from some elder in your family that tried to explain what was happening to you, and you just either didn't want to see it at the time, but I'm going to tell you right now, you see it. Got clarity for the first time with this Queen of Swords over what this relationship was, and it was karmic. That's why it's happening. The Queen of Swords represents the healing that happened after this thing, okay? And so I've had to learn things the hard way. I did not learn how to fix what was broken in me many years ago. And so that led to other karmic relationships because I hadn't repaired myself, okay? And so I know what I'm talking about here. The Queen of Swords has a lot of wisdom and clarity here. And so it's not saying that you're closed off, you're not cold-hearted or anything like that. But now you're very aware of these toxic energies, and you will slice, you will cut it out. Toot sweet. Because you learned from that Three of Swords. You're not going to let it happen again. Thank goodness. This is why this happened. For you to learn this lesson and become strong and to be able to say, oh, hell no. Go sling that stuff somewhere else. Like this right here. The Eight of Wands. We have the Hanged Man, which is you having a flip. You're enlightened now. You see things differently and you're moving forward. That's what this is. Forward momentum. This stuff is in your rear view mirror, but it served a purpose, didn't it? Ooh, Libra. My Venus is in Libra, so yeah. Yeah. Now it's a new day. And I love this butler guy. He's just kind of, you know, this is your space. You've got all your tools here. You got the sword, the wand, the cup, and the pentacle. He's just like, what do you want? Now that you're free of this and you don't have to experience it anymore, you got joy here and happiness finally. This looks like Nicole Kidman. Anyway, that's the energy I get from that, Nicole Kidman. You ever watch that movie Far and Away? Oh my gosh. Watched that with my son like a year ago, and you know, it's a little slow to get started, but it's such a good movie. He just loved it. I mean, he watched the whole thing. It's like, what, 2.5 hours? Anyway, so you are manifesting a new beginning. And boy, are you happy, Libra, that this is behind you. You learned what you were supposed to from it. So I'm so proud of you. So proud. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. Here we go, Aquarius. So I'm trying new camera angles and all kinds of stuff just to, I get bored. Let's see how this goes. It takes a lot more effort to record with 2 different cameras and smoosh them together to where they all line up. I would only do this on the Sunday readings, not the weekly, because it's just too much. I'm my own editor here, so there's that. Well, other things I have to do. And so I want to show this real quick. Today was the video that I put this out. And that's so cute. Look. Boop, boop. Tiny little lamp. So cute. All right. What are we doing? Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Focus. Why did it all happen for Aquarius? We've got a mix of readings for air signs, so let's see. Why did it happen for Aquarius? Justice, baby. Sweet, juicy justice. It had to. Queen of Pentacles. So you could have your abundance. And, yeah, we have Four Swords, rest, maybe. But look at those hands coming up. Oh! They just won't let you rest. Haunted. All right, let's see. 2 more rows. Bam. Oh, boy. 3 of Swords. Yep, he was heartbroken. It's pretty graphic. We got the Moon. And the Strength card. Interesting. Woo. So the 4 of Swords comes after the 3 of Swords because we know how to count. So yeah, you needed a break after this. This was horrifying because we have the Moon and the 3 of Swords. Woo! 8 of Cups. You said, if this shit, I'm out. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Was the Judith worth the squeeze? No, was not. And we have the Queen of Cups showing yourself some love here. Saying, nope. Boy, they drove that stake right into your heart. Woo, what did they do, Aquarius? Woo! Son of a gun. Man. I don't know. They say it's better to have loved and lost than never have loved at all, but I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me. All right, let's see what's crossing. 7 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Oh, brother. Ace of Wands. Maybe you had, when you finally got away from this, with that 4 of Swords, the R&R, you finally, you know, kind of saw the light, had some type of inspiration, maybe even enlightenment like Hangman or something. Oh, Hierophant, you had protection. You had protection. 7 of Pentacles again. 9 of Cups on the Strength card. Wow, look at that. Are they even in a church? It looks like they're in a pew. Oh, no, that was just a coffin. Okay. Oh, my word. What is going on? My word. Knight of Cups. Yep, saving yourself is what you're doing here. King of Swords, there's the knowing, and the Emperor taking charge of your, getting on top of your emotions here. Jeez, how do we unpack this thing? Let's just go for it. Some of you, the law were involved. I don't know. We've got justice here. Could have been court. Somebody could have actually stolen something from you, or this could have made it to court, is what I'm feeling here. Who's outside? I'm getting some. We got some mail. We got mail. All right. So you may have had to call the police on this one, or it could just represent divorce. You know, there was a disconnection here because someone wasn't telling the truth. They weren't being honest. Maybe they were stealing. That's why this happened. That's why it had to end. Right here, the 7 of Swords. I think justice was had. You know, I think they broke your heart, whatever they did or said. Woo, woo. We have the Queen of Pentacles here crossed by the Nine of Swords. This was a tough time for you, Aquarius. A lot of sleepless nights. It felt like a never-ending nightmare. It did. But was this because you wanted kids and they didn't? I don't know. That's what I just heard for some of you. Small portion of you could have been. Could have had something to do with children, or it could have had something to do with some type of affair, because we have rabbit. Rabbits are very promiscuous. So it could have been something like that here happening. But you had to take a time out, a break, get away from this, because it was just too much, too horrible. And no matter what you tried to do to like get away from it, the nightmares just persisted, right? We have these hands coming up. But I feel like with this Ace of Wands, something came towards you, maybe in a dream. This feels like this Ace of Wands. I know it's a passionate new beginning, but what I'm feeling here is like the hand of almost like an angel or a protective guardian turning on the light and taking away those shadow figures. Do you see shadow figures? I have. Not here in this house, but there was a house I lived in where they were a common occurrence. And let me tell you, they were the blackest of black I have ever seen. No light, no nothing would penetrate those shadow figures. They were creepy and fast. All right. I'm glad I don't see them here. No. All right. So this person, they broke your heart big time. Okay. You had blessings. You had someone somewhere protecting you. Okay. With that Hierophant energy. Now, why was this person doing this? Because that's what they do. Because it's just their MO. This Seven of Swords. They lie, cheat, steal. When they can't get anything further from you, they don't need you anymore. And so they are probably one of those type of people that start the arguments in the hopes that you will break up with them, because then they can put the ending of the relationship on you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to take responsibility for anything. You probably felt like you were in a prison with this person. I'm seeing these bars here. And so, but you were protected at this time. Even though you may not have felt like it during this nightmare, the 7 is popping out, maybe 7 years, hopefully not that long, 7 months, 7 years of torture is what it feels like, absolute torture. You had to face your fears and really think about, is the juice worth the squeeze? What were you getting out of this one-sided relationship that wasn't balanced? It wasn't fair at all. You weren't getting anything out of it. And so with that Justice card, it feels very karmic. Yeah. So I think once you've faced your fears, you might say, well, I might have to just be alone for a little while. It'd be better than being with this person. And so when you face your fears, you found your courage here, Aquarius. And all, like the Nine of Swords, all those negative interjects in your mind could have been this person putting you down, trying to make you feel like you couldn't do any better than them, or that you were worthless and stuff like that. You took that over. And we're seeing that with the Emperor here. I feel like you flipped the script on that. And you decided, you know what? Life is too short. I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And you started owning your happiness. And the way you do that is to walk away from these toxic people. Straight up. This is why this happened. For you to gain your inner strength to know what's best for you and act on it and do something with it to save yourself. No one's coming to rescue you. No, no. Because even if this was like a really bad relationship and you had a restraining order, that's not going to keep them away. That just tells the cops who to go to if anything happens to you. So you got to save yourself here. That's what you did by walking away from this. Saving yourself, come to your own rescue, right? And so you're going to realize, looking back on this, that Seven of Pentacles there was the juice worth the squeeze type of thing. That analysis, you're going to realize it wasn't. Whatever that person was, whatever they masqueraded as, the truth was they're just not a good person, probably a hate-filled person. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. And now this is what you've gained from it. Not just clarity and wisdom with that King of Swords, but a truer sense of self and some real autonomy. And I don't want to say control, but yeah, let's say authority over your emotions. You know, not with that Nine of Cups, you're not going to be just giving your heart out to anyone anymore. You're going to be very selective with who you share your heart with. And that's why this all happened. So you would find this courage and strength and love for yourself to not let this kind of toxic energy in again. To be able to see it, trust your intuition with that Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups has done that really big deep dive and has turned all these painful experiences into pearls of wisdom, so that when you do encounter a person like this again, you can just say, you know what? No, thank you. I'm going the other way. It's basically it. All right, you guys, let me know what you thought of the video. Do check out my book, The Reaper. It is out on Amazon. There is a link in the description below. There's also a video on it on my channel, which talks about what it's about. It's fantasy fiction. Do check it out. I'd appreciate it. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.